Welcome to week 7 of 2026. This week we're going to do the doghouse stairs, get that wrapped up. We're going to try to burn the rest of the pile that's at the ledges in the hobbit hole. We're going to do some debris cleanup, and the neighbors are up at the A-frame, so we've got work to do up there. And this morning we're going to go have a Bloody Mary party there. I've got some hiker trash here, and we're gonna all go up and have a bunch of Bloody Marys. So we'll get to work right after that. We just got done working. I gotta sand this edge and I gotta put these pieces of trim board up because Maya's rope is getting stuck when she jumps up here. And between that, so I gotta get this trim board to put on this face. So we're gonna do that. Maya, what do you think? Man's gonna work nighttime? Why? We're gonna work at night. Alright, it's getting dark. I got the one board on here, so at least the rope won't get stuck right there. And got it sanded pretty good. The wood's really nice under there. Almost makes me want to sand all of it. But yeah. We'll work on more tomorrow, right, Maya? I'm done. She's gonna go have fun. So I'm out with Maya. We're doing our little morning hike on the AT here. And got me thinking about something, because you see all these roots. It's from everybody walking. It exposes a lot of the roots. And sometimes you'll find like trees falling along the trail. And got me thinking about the trails through my property, and maybe I need to do some maintenance. So let's go show you that. So yeah, I just wanted to show you what I was talking about. This is kind of one of the paths on our property, and you can see how worn down it is from us walking on it for years now. And a lot of roots are exposed through here. Definitely worn a path in. And I think what I'm gonna do, because I've been raking up all the leaves everywhere and burning them, and I dumped a bucket of leaves right here in the trail. So what I'm thinking I'm gonna do is put all the leaves on the trail, start building it up, and then maybe when I start digging out the pond up there, I'll take some of that and pour it on it. But for now, I'm just gonna start putting all the leaves on the trail, start adding some material to it, and hopefully that will help with the erosion. So last night I did get this board put on, and I got the materials up here to get the stairs put on. So I'm gonna work on that now. Maya is getting a suntan over here, and I gotta get a little piece put over there. Get these stairs built to put here, and then the side pieces put there. I'll probably do the sides real quick and I'll show you. Alright, I changed my mind about putting the sides on until I get these stairs done. So we're gonna put the stairs together and then set them up there and screw them on. They got the stairs put up there temporarily so I can see what's going on. Maya's taking a nap, and I gotta move this rock under it. That rock was already sitting there, so it was almost in the right place. I just gotta slide it out, level it up a little bit. But that's what the stairs are gonna look like going up to it. Yeah, it's really hot outside, and Maya's taking a little nap. It's pretty cool under there. I got under there and gave her a little pet. It's probably 10 degrees colder under there. Probably the cold air coming from underneath here and the rocks. But she's out like a light. Boss lady woke up from her nap. Came out to inspect my work. Maya, what do you think? Leveled out the rock. Got some brackets put up at the top. Now we're gonna get these stairs put on. It's hot, isn't it, baby? Ooh, it's wicked hot. It's a scorcher. All right, we got the stairs on there. And pretty nice to walk up. I might have to start doing the rock steps now, but not too bad to have a little step up there. All right, we're gonna get Maya to test out these stairs. I want to trick her with a squeaker. Maya, come test out the stairs. What do you think? You want to show them going down? Come here. Maya, you want to show them going down the stairs? I'm going to trick you with the squeaker. Hey Maya, you want to show them going down the stairs? If I show you this, if I give you the squeaker, will you go down the stairs? Is that better than hopping up? Okay. So apparently something dared to move in the woods here, and Maya is going after it. What do you think, Maya? Is there something in the hole? Or where you dug a hole? Hey Maya, is there something in the hole? Alright, it's the next morning. We've gone up and down the stairs a few times. Kind of debating on whether or not I should scab in one more step. I picked out the rocks over here that I want to put there. But I'm just wondering if it'll be easier for me to put one stair on. I'm going to kind of step away from this project and go do something else and think about it. Sometimes you got to walk away from a project to compute in your brain what the next move should be. Maya, you want to go do something else? Right, it's raining again, and I failed to get this lit the other day when it rained. And I'm going to go ahead and try to light it again. I need to clear this hole out so I can do some digging. Jammed a bunch of birch bark, a whole bag of birch bark in there. And hopefully that's enough to get this wet wood going. We'll come back and see if anything happens. Well, that birch bark got it lit up, so we'll come back and see if it burns up. Right, so I got the fire ripping, and I'm feeding in that pile over there. We're gonna see how much of that we can get burned up today. It is starting to rain again, so we're gonna go over to the doghouse. I'm gonna get in there and I'm gonna film the intro for this week's Throwback Thursday video, which by the time you're seeing this video, it will be the video that I posted a few days ago. And that video is gonna be the first time we came to the property when we purchased it. So if you haven't seen that, go back and see that. So I went over and filmed the intro for the Throwback Thursday, and the rain broke a little bit, so I came over and threw some more stuff up on the fire. And I'd say I'm about 70% done with this. There's a lot of leaves on top of a bunch of trees there, so I gotta dig through that, get the rest of it on there. I don't want to put too much at a time, but we do have it burning good. Maya came out of her cave during the break in the rain. I wish I would have built this deck sooner. She absolutely loves laying up here. So it's been raining pretty good. I got the pile over there, keep piling stuff on. Pretty good into this. Started raking some of the leaves away. I swear this pile never ends. It just keeps going and going. But I'm almost there. It just, every time I rake some leaves off, I realize there's more. So we're gonna keep feeding this fire as long as it keeps raining. Pulled most of what was left in that pile, and it's right there. Got a lot of leaves and debris that are gonna come out of there, and that's what we're gonna start doing this path I started there. Let's take you back over here. Start adding some of that to this part of the trail. And the trail used to go up there, but I cut it around here. So we're gonna go ahead and add some of this to this section of the trail where you can see these roots. And we're gonna start trying to build this up. All right, the inspector came over to check out where I moved the pile. What do you think, Boo? Did I do a good job? Just gonna look for some chippy monks. Where's the chippy monks at? All right, this pile is burnt up. Got a little bit left, but I just moved it a little bit. But yeah, pile's almost gone. I just shoved everything back in the fire. So we should have that. It should be burned up by the end of the day. It's about 1 in the afternoon. And the sun's starting to come out a little bit. Still a little cloudy, but yeah, Maya's checking it out. There were actually chipmunks, red squirrels, whatever, hiding pine cone stuff in there. So every time we came up, she was digging in the wood pile. Now it's gone. She is trying to find where they are. Oh, it's time for some digging. What do you think, Maya? There's nothing in the trash can. What do you think about that? Did I do good work? You want to go check the spring? You want to go up to the spring? Hey, you want to go to the spring? Okay, let's go show them the spring. All right, we're over here. She's going to inspect the spring. And this area grows super fast because of all the water. You know, check it out. Is there any animal critter prints over here? Look how clear that is. It's muddy, but it's clear. It's been raining, so it's flowing pretty good in here. But she's going to check the perimeter, see what's going on. And I know there's been some critters up here. Oh, there's a footprint. I don't know if you'll be able to see it, but a little hoof print right here. It's a deer. They definitely come up here and get sips of water. All right, Maya and I are gonna play. I'm gonna soak my feet in this for a little bit. I'm gonna let her play up here. All right, so up by the big spring, future pond site here. The Appalachian Trail is actually 1 mile back through the woods here. And I did get permission the first year I was here from the owner of that land to cut a trail back. And Maya and I kind of have a pathway. We went through the woods here a little bit. And then we go down and connect to Lehman Brook. And we can take that a little bit, and then there's a logging road we can get on. And we've made it about 100 yards away from the trail, but there's a big rock face we have to deal with, so we haven't done that yet. I'm gonna clean up this area a little bit and burn it here in the spring area and try to get rid of some of this vegetation so I can start digging this out a little bit. I'd at least like to get started digging it out this year. There's also some, let's see if I can take you over here somewhere. There's a lot of moss up here, and ground cover stuff that I think I might transfer some of it down to the places we're working on it. Since it grows so good up here, it'll replenish itself. But there's some nice patches in here that I could go ahead and move down there. And I'll show you a few of them right now. See, we got some nice logs up here that I could just grab a hold of and move them down there. This is the area that I got to clean up. There's a bunch here. Pretty much all in the woods here, there's patches. And I think I'm going to transfer it to some of the places I'm going to clean up. Back in there is the neighbor's property. And it's hundreds of acres. Borders the AT property. and he does allow hunting back there. So first year I was here, I had to put up the posted signs just to keep people away from hunting right up on top of us. I have some more back in the woods there. I just didn't want anybody coming over and shooting in our direction. I'd hate to have to shoot back. Yeah, eventually we'll get back here and start working. There's a lot of trees, standing deads, and stuff that I have to cut down back here. And this is actually where my home site's gonna be. Eventually, hopefully, it's gonna be right up in there. And I started clearing it out. You can see that there's a big opening up here. I dropped some trees and kind of opened it up right in here a little bit, just kind of see what I was working with. And I'm gonna start clearing this out again a little bit, just so it doesn't get too out of hand. I mean, this is only like 2.5 years. I think it was about 2.5 years ago. 3 years, it would have been 3 years ago when I first got here, that I kind of dropped some trees and cleared it out a bunch. But pretty much 2.5 years it grows back like this from being cleared. So it's constant maintenance. But yep, I'm gonna go back and see what Maya's up to. I can see her running around over here. Let's go see what she's doing. She likes playing in the spring area. I know she's gonna love it when the pond's there. Maya, what are you doing? All right. What do you want to go back to the house? All right, guys. We'll catch you later. All right, we're gonna go make some dinner, but I wanted to show you real quick. I got this pile pretty much burnt down to nothing. After dinner, I'll come slide the rest of it in there, but man, it's nice to have that whole pile going over there. And definitely burn some roots and stuff away so I can dig at this. And I'll show you the hole when I get done with this. Probably tomorrow I'll come up here and show you the hole. But Maya and I are gonna go eat some dinner, right, Boo? All right, well, that pile's gone. Just a bunch of ash. And you can see a bunch of roots burned away. So it's gonna be easy to dig out. It's pouring rain right now though, so we're gonna go hide from the rain. Well, I just had another tree fall, but this one was way up the hill. And guess what? It's another beech. And that is why I need to come through here and cut all these beech out. They are just rotting and dying from the skin disease, you can see. And I just can't take a chance of one of these falling when I don't want it to, and they're all over the place. So I'm gonna have to do a mass cut here, probably this week coming up, Friday morning, and it's getting to be the end of the week. I needed to get some more content ready before tomorrow. I have to go work at the A-frame next door. I'm gonna film something pretty cool over there. But I ran up here before going to work and decided to work on the trail. So I took the blower and I blew all the leaves from up here at the ledges down onto the trail. So hopefully, I think this is a good idea to start covering the trail here with all this debris and build it back up. And when the ground's cleared like this over here, the moss and stuff will grow, and I'd really just like to have wherever I don't walk covered in it. And I wanted to get these ledges cleared up. So you can see these are really cool trees right here. I like how the roots are. That one's gonna go, that beech. All these beeches are going. I'm over the beeches, but you can see I covered the trail here with a pretty good thick layer of leaves and debris. And I did it all the way back here. There's still some spots I need to do more of, but cleared the edges and blew it all onto the trail all the way back to the big spring. That fire burned up really good, so I can dig that out soon. But yeah, I wanted to get these ledges cleaned up. That's where that big pile of wood was that's gone now that I burned the other day. And this whole area I blew it off. I wanted to get these ledges exposed here. Get some of the leaves off them so the moss will start growing on that rock. And yeah, I just blew this whole area off with the backpack blower. Blew it all the way over the trail. So yeah, we're gonna do some trail maintenance. But I've got to go next door and we're gonna cut some trees down. And I'm gonna video it because normally I'm trying to make trees not hit something. But today I'm gonna purposely hit something with a tree. Stay tuned. Alright guys, you know I'm normally trying not to hit shit, but today I'm gonna hit shit. Ryan's over there cleaning it up. That's the owner of the A-frame. And we got this old shed here that's gotta go. So I'm gonna drop these maples on top of it and crush it. Let's go. Woo! Ryan's over here jamming, getting everything out of my way. You can see these two maples right there, and they're twins. Those are the ones we're going to drop on that shed, but he's getting everything out of the way right now, so. I don't know who let this guy loose with a chainsaw, but my kind of dude, once he pops, he can't stop. He's over here cutting like a maniac. I don't hate it. We're going to cut all kinds of shit today. Here he goes. He's pretty good for an amateur. I might hire him if I had a tree company. Or he might hire me if he started a tree company. Alright, Ryan went buck-ass wild back here. Got my area cleaned up so I can have a escape route. And this is the twin maple. And we're going to drop that through this building. Because we could have just demoed it like a couple normal people, but it'd be way funner to drop some trees through it, so that's what we're going to do. Me and Bert are fixing to do some work. Timber. I don't know who the fuck built that shed, but you should hire them.
That sucked. How did that happen? How did that happen? Dude, the shed rocked.
Like, I don't even know what to say right now. We are impressed. We just dropped that big ass tree on this thing and it didn't break. Like, I don't know. Should this be an outhouse? Should we keep it? I'm gonna drop the other tree on it. If it makes it through 2 trees, this building deserves to live. Alright, so that did not crush that. So we're thinking we're going to save this building and make an outhouse or something in the woods with it. I'm going to drop this other half of it, and it's going to probably fall on the other side of it. It's not going to hit it. So let's do this thing. Booyah, bitches. Alright, better him than me using the come along. If you watch the video of me making the staircase. Oh, look at the building's moving.
Uh-oh.
The building is actually... He's come along and the building is moving. Thing might be stuck on there pretty good. You can do it! Look at that thing's coming off the ground. I guess we got loosened up from the ground. It's gonna come off though. Dude, look at this thing. It's like 1.5 feet off the ground. Dude. That's awesome. This thing is tilted. It's like one of those trucks that with the low back end. A squatting. It's a squatting pickup truck now.
I almost want to let it back down and cut it from up there so we can keep the building.
Nah, keep pulling it.
Oh, you know what? Look at the floor. Honestly, this thing's solid.
Hey, if you tip it over on its side, we can redo the floor. Just keep going.
Yeah. She's about to go right now.
Dude, we can rebuild the floor now. We can rebuild the floor and then take the truck and pick it back up. I mean, what do you think about that, bro?
Sill plates look good.
All right, we're gonna go mess with this.
Oh, carpenter ant's bad though. Termite. Oh yeah.
We'll come back. All right, so we hit this building that we were trying to crush with the tree. It flipped on its side, and I'm gonna rebuild it and we're gonna use it again. So next week I am going to include this in the weekly video, and I'm gonna actually build a new floor on it while it's laying on its back end right here, and then we're gonna flip it back over. So I'm gonna try to do that this week, and stay tuned to see if I do. Myelin has been watching us do this shit show, and she's quite amused with that. Alright, so it rained a bunch this week, and another thing I've been doing is going in the workshop, going through totes. I've got totes full of stuff. Some of it I need, some of it I don't, so that was a process. It was something I could do in the rain. And this next week, I'm going to try to organize that and start moving all the stuff out of the shed. So yeah, that's going to be the end of week 7. And week 8, we are going to work on this workshop. We're going to clean up some of this mess over here, get the stuff transferred. We got work to do at the A-frame. We're going to cut a bunch of these beech out. We're going to work up the hill some. And we have lots of projects, lots of work. So it's going to be a juggling act of me going to work and me working on the property. Thanks for watching. Maya's over here sun tanning. I got set up for the video editing today. I know, rough workstation. This week really took it out of Maya. She's taking a nap. We're going to go edit. You want to say goodbye to YouTube? Tell them you'll see them next week? Alright guys, thanks for watching.